Let's find out what Divine Masculine has to say. Oh. Whoa. I always thought that my true abundance was in things of this world. I always thought that what I was chasing was worthwhile. But I found out that there is something indescribable about an atmosphere of peace, an environment where one can flourish. What's the point in going out and getting all these things if they're just going to continue to be destroyed? I need to be in a place where I can do my job and be who I'm supposed to be without constantly being pulled in directions that it's not even for me. It doesn't even matter. I just want love. And so many of the things that I've been chasing keep me from the things that fill me up. I don't want to do this like this anymore. I want to be able to choose to offer love without guilt, to connect with the people who mean something to me without questioning if I'm offending someone else. Why would that even matter? Why is it a bad thing for me to be happy if that means that I'm with someone? How did that even get into my head? You helped me see through that lie, the lie that I was telling myself. And now it's so obvious to me that the further I get from you or try to run from what I feel for you, the more I find myself in pain. And the more I realize that my search for perfection was foolish. It was never going to happen, but it was also a really good way to push you away. I don't want to be like that anymore. I don't want to allow my pain and my past and the pain in the pasts of others that continue to just try to influence me and control me, and even things that I thought were innocent or didn't notice at all. I don't want any of that to come in between what you and I are supposed to be sharing. I want my queen. I want you in my life. And I shouldn't have to explain that to anyone. I shouldn't owe anyone anything that would stop me from pursuing what could be my destiny. And I think that there's a part of me that questions if maybe this is all infatuation. I know how hard I fell for you the moment I saw you, so I think I question it sometimes. But I know that the way that I feel when I think about the past, when I think about the time that we've lost, and then when I think about the future and the plans that I have, there's so much proof that you matter to me more than anything, because thoughts of you are littered in all of those conversations that I've had with myself trying to figure all this out. I want to feel like I'm winning and crossing that finish line. And I think that the only way I'm really going to feel that way is if there's someone I can look to. I think that's why I'm so easily influenced by the people around me, or even just social stuff. Because I do want to be seen. I want to be noticed. I want to be appreciated. And I didn't realize that I was searching for that everywhere. But the one place I actually felt it. And being able to admit that has really given me just a new way of thinking and a new attitude towards even life. I feel different. I feel more at peace, like I'm in harmony with myself, but also with the world around me, and not the world that I was seeking validation from, but like the world, like nature. And I feel like the birds are singing for us, and I feel like there's a song in my heart that I don't even know where it came from, but it's just like when I'm walking through my day, there's this new excitement for me in being able to just let all of this go. It was too much. It was too much to handle. It was too much to carry. And it was also just really confusing. I think that's how I got away with lying to myself for so long. And I think that it's going to be really important for me to remain in this new state of balance and seeing cooperation and compromise as a beautiful thing, as a necessary part of existing, rather than the way I used to look at things, which was just, I was so filled with contempt. And I think being apart from you, knowing you, and then feeling like everything we had was just ripped away, it fed that sense of addiction that I had for you. And it just kind of kept it going, even when I was trying to just go cold turkey and be free. And I think it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me, missing you like this. Because in missing you, I realized that this is not the way I want to be. This is not the world I want to live in. And it was so much easier for me to clearly see you for everything you were, and to really understand what I was seeing when I watched you, because I couldn't stop myself. In the past, anytime I would catch myself trying to figure out what was going on with you, something would happen when I saw you. I would get so upset. And I think that there was this feeling of sadness and insecurity, and just seeing you happy hurt me. But now it's like I look at you and I think about what your day was like, and the smile. I don't always just assume that you're really happy. It's like I know you again. There was a point where I tried to pretend that I didn't know you, and I treated you in my mind like this made up person. But now I look at you and I feel like I see you. And there's just been so much pain. There's been so much sadness. And there's also this feeling, though, that maybe I'm the problem. And if I want to fix this, just like I want to fix everything else, then there's something that I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to make choices and decisions that might not feel fun, and are going to force me out of my comfort zone and take me to places I've never been. And that's a lot. But it's worth it. Because those decisions will lead to better ones. Those hard decisions will lead to easier ones. I can't keep putting this stuff off, and you're the only person that's ever made me feel motivated enough to do something about it. You're giving me the drive, and you are pushing me without even trying, just by being you, just by existing, and me knowing you're out there. There's this excitement in me. Like, I know that my life isn't happening in vain anymore. I'm not planting seeds for nothing and wasting my time. There's something about the chance to share a life with you that is just changing everything for me. And I want to heal the parts of me that used to think that being tough and rough and hard was what masculinity was all about. I'm seeing that a part of this stepping into balance is allowing myself to soften and trusting you when you feel like it's time for you to be tough and strong. Recognizing that we are a team and you are a power player. And I have to respect that about you at all times, not feel intimidated or worried. I should feel proud and totally amazed. I'm lucky that I have you. I'm lucky that you're in my life at all, that I ever knew what pleasure and joy felt like. And instead of being so mad that I'm not experiencing it right now, that I couldn't recreate it or I couldn't make it within myself, I should have just come home. I should have just come home. And everything I did, all the choices I made, all they did was slow me down. And now that I'm actually trying to pull myself out of it, I can feel the weight of it. I can see where it's got me just completely trapped. Isn't that ironic? Because I didn't see it before. I didn't get it. But now all these memories of the past and everything we've been through and all the stupid decisions I've made up to this point are just flooding my mind. And it's giving me a bit of a tough time because I have this tunnel vision now where I used to have this just deep desire and need to control my path so that I could reach a certain point. Now I have that same desire and this almost controlling feeling that I need you, that I have to do everything in my power to get to you, to make you want me, to make you love me. It's such a strange feeling. It happened like in an instant. I couldn't run anymore. I didn't want to run anymore. And now I think I really need to come home. I need to be able to get to you. And it's like there's just so much stopping that from happening. I want to have a chance to try these things out, these feelings and these thoughts and these ideas that I've had, and test the idea that me and you coming together is something really special and really beautiful. Like I want a chance at that. I don't want to really give in to what I'm feeling, because when I look in the mirror, all I see is someone who doesn't deserve anything at all, let alone you. Something as pure as what you have to give in your love and in that heart of yours. Like I don't want to think about that part. I want to think about the fact that if I keep trying and I keep pushing and I keep healing and I sit with this feeling of what it means to be balanced, to be loving, to be soft, to be kind, to be in a relationship where I'm not running the whole time, I believe that something good can come from all of this. And I believe that I can love you the right way. And it's really all I want. I just want to discover every which way I can make you smile and feel good and a bunch of other things. I wish I could share this with you. It's heartbreaking that we're so far apart and yet so close, you know? I have to fix this. And I have to figure out what it is that I can do to prove all of this to you. Because you are my person. And I don't want to run from this truth anymore. I don't want to be the reason why either one of us isn't where we're supposed to be. I want a chance to love you the right way. And I want a chance to come together in a really special, exciting way. But I don't know if I have a single idea of how to do that, because I am overwhelmed with the thoughts of just wanting to crush you into me and kiss you and hug you and hold you and many, many other things. The moment I start to think of how, all I end up thinking about is how it's going to end. And in every single fantasy, it's beautiful. And it's really hot and distracting. And this is embarrassing to admit, but I feel like a kid sometimes in the anxieties. But can you blame me? I don't think so. I love you. And today I want you to know you're mine. And I'm sorry if me wanting to possess you isn't appropriate nowadays, but geez. I need you to prepare yourself for me. To really be sure that if you don't want me, you're really, really positive. Because I intend to make you mine. I intend to show you my heart. I have spent my entire life focusing on one goal. And no matter how many times I failed, you saw I never gave up. Well, that tunnel vision's on you now, honey. So be real, be open, and be ready. I want you, and I'm coming for you.